If you're the owner of a creative brain and you're stressed out, you're strung out, and you're hanging by a thread, then the chances are that your ideas are getting smaller, your focus is getting shot to shit, and your memory is not as good as it used to be. And if you are experiencing those things, then your brain could be under attack by a neurochemical warfare that is called the cortisol bomb. What do I mean by that? Well, when we get stressed out, our nervous system releases two stress hormones, adrenaline and cortisol. Now, adrenaline enters the system but leaves pretty quickly. But cortisol, which is the second stress hormone that gets released when we're under stress, stays in the system for a long time. And the problem with that is that in every nerve and fibre of your brain and body are cortisol receptors, which means this cortisol attaches itself to every nerve and fibre in your brain and body. That is a problem if you have a creative brain and you rely on ideas for a living, because what happens is the cortisol overstimulates brain cells to death. Yeah? Brain cells literally commit suicide. The ones that die off first are the ones that sit inside your hippocampus. Your hippocampus is responsible for laying down and recalling long-term memory. That's very bad if you're trying to collide memories together to create new ideas, obviously. When you have a shrunken hippocampus, you're also psychologically weakened. You don't have as much psychological resilience and you're not as curious. And you need curiosity to be creative, I'm sure you would agree. Now, if you have this happening, if the cortisol is attacking your brain, it is not going to help to do mindful meditation, it is not going to help to do yoga, it is not going to help to drink mushroom tea, and it is not going to help to work harder and ignore what is happening. If you do that, you will just keep the fight or flight trigger on, your nervous system will keep releasing the cortisol, it will keep getting attached to the cells, and they will continue to overstimulate themselves to death. What you need to do to reverse this damage is to get rid of the subconscious bullshit which is causing the fight or flight response to be triggered. Yeah? You need to get rid of the cause of the stress, not just the external thing you think is causing the stress. Nothing outside of us can damage us. It is only our response to what happens outside of us that can cause the damage. It is your response that releases the cortisol. It is the cortisol that causes the brain damage. It is the cortisol that causes the brain fog. If you want to release that, you need to get rid of the subconscious bullshit that is triggering it. Speak to you soon.